Anime Expo is officially done, and there was a lot of news and announcements that you may have missed. So this is going to be an informative video in terms of what was announced at Anime Expo 2026, what you may have missed, what you may have seen. This is the video to watch. And let me tell you, there were a lot of announcements, so let's get straight into it. Well, everyone, welcome back to the channel. I did not go to Anime Expo, just saying that right now. I'm on the other side of the country, so I did not go. However, I tried to note down as much as possible from this past weekend, and again, lots of announcements. And we're just going to go ahead, just talk about each piece of new information that was shown off at the convention, and try to give quick thoughts, not too long, try to make this as quick as possible. This is also an experiment type of video, and I'm trying to figure out if I want to do more videos like these where I talk about news and lots of events, maybe potentially a roundup. Let me know if you guys like this sort of style or not, or I can make it better in the future. Maybe. We'll see. And of course, make sure you guys hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys are excited for. If you guys went to Anime Expo, let me know what your thoughts and opinions are. Might try to go next year. We'll see. And hopefully I didn't miss anything, because that would be embarrassing. I also uploaded my summer 2026 what I'm watching video, so make sure you guys go ahead and check that out maybe after this video. I talked a lot about how I felt about this upcoming season, about summer 2026 anime, so make sure you guys go ahead and check it out for a potential recommendation. All right, let's begin. And the first piece of news is the fact that Crunchyroll is bringing back Akira. Bringing back Akira to theaters in 4K and IMAX. Holy moly. I have not watched Akira. Yeah, I know, it might be a sin at this point, but I do plan on watching it, and honestly, this might be a perfect excuse to go watch it in theaters when it comes out in September. Obviously, who doesn't know about the, come on. The Ramparts of Ice is receiving a season 2 airing in October of 2026, so very, very soon. It also kind of follows very nicely here for the creator of both Ramparts of Ice and Polar Opposites, because they have all aired every single season so far in 2026, and it continues onwards actually, because there was this very cute baton pass visual. Polar Opposites season 2 is airing right now. First episode was amazing, of course. But yeah, I have not watched Ramparts of Ice, only because there was like a lot of stuff on my plate this past season. However, I heard it was very, very good, and honestly, I might have to catch up with that before the second season does air in October. Very cool news here. Eliseed? Eliseed, if I'm saying that correctly. I might not be, hopefully I am. Anime adaptation confirmed for this webtoon. First trailer is out, and it airs next or early 2027. I don't exactly know much about webtoons, to be honest with you, just as a heads up for all the other information that is going to be dropping later on in this video as well, so just a heads up. But it seems to be a very popular webtoon. I don't know if you guys see this, but there's 488.5 million views on this series alone, and there seems to be so many episodes here as well, or chapters. I just have no idea how this works, honestly, but that's at least, let's see. The Apothecary Diaries, Mao Mao is back, and it's an original movie releasing December 11th in Japan. Very interesting. Going to be written by the author, the original author, of course, of Apothecary Diaries. But yeah, first trailer, first key visual. It looks cool. There's some new characters here. Very, very interesting. I'm not sure what else to think about it. It's called The Secret Treasure of the Deceased Consort. Also, the trailer for the Apothecary Diaries movie, this movie in particular, looks movie quality. There is a step up to it with the shading, the lighting, everything. But then again, obviously, whenever it comes down to a movie, it will always look way better than the TV series. And it looks like whatever's happening here is gonna at least keep us intact while season 3 is going on, with season 3 part 2 next spring 2027. I just can't help but like look at Mao Mao. Look at her, she's so cool, man. But yeah, they got some new characters here. Not sure what's going on. We'll see though. I talked about this in my summer 2026 what I'm watching video. However, it is official that Elusive Samurai will be airing July 17th, so only about over a week from when this video is going live. But yeah, so second season of Elusive Samurai, I literally said in my other video that it felt like there was no sort of marketing or anything for this season, but finally they released a TV, so that's cool at least. Very much looking forward to Elusive Samurai. And I hope people actually watch this thing because it is beautiful to watch. Mashle season 3 is airing next January 2027. So third season of Mashle. Obviously we had second season of Mashle a couple years ago with Creepy Nuts's bling 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 bling. You already know I'm not gonna sing it. That was a terrible recreation of it anyway. But yeah, season 3 of Mashle airs next January 2027, and I'm very much looking forward to it. I mean, for me personally, it's just a fun watch because you just see Mash just do whatever the hell to get out of a situation, especially when he doesn't, you know, have magic. There will continue to be some goodness whenever it comes down to Mashle. Now, I'm not familiar with this series at all, but we got a new trailer apparently of Madoka Magica the movie. I'm not gonna try and say that, I'm sorry, but Rising shown apparently at Anime Expo. I don't think it was released online yet. Yeah, it doesn't look like it was released. So new English sub trailer for this. There's nothing else other than just this happened, but I hope the fans are happy. The Girl Downstairs, also a webtoon, is receiving a second season and it's premiering in 2028. My goodness, that's very much in advance, but there you go, second season of The Girl Downstairs. I haven't exactly like seen this at all. I might have to go check it out because the art is beautiful. Look at that. There's more Star Wars Visions that is releasing August 5th on Disney Plus and Hulu. Ninth Jedi. I have not looked at this at all, but happy for the Star Wars fans. Yeah, August 5th here, and every single episode will air on that day. Alien Stage is receiving an anime adaptation. Now, this has over 5 million views. This tweet in particular has 5 million views on it. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what happened, but there's so many retweets and so many favorites. Oh my goodness. But this is also another, I think, Korean series. I'm not quite sure what this is about. What is this about? After aliens invaded Earth, humans have become the aliens' pets, slaves, and entertainment. Humans are raised in a facility where they are trained to sing and are experimented on in preparation for the Alien Stage competition, in which aliens pit them against each other in a series of musical battles. Wait, whoa. Wait, wow, the loser is killed on stage for the audience to watch? Oh, okay. I'm interested all of a sudden because that sounds fun. Wait, I have no idea, but there are a lot of people that are very, very much happy about this. I hope it lives up to the hype. No release date on this, though. Aikatsu Stars, Progress of the Stars, is receiving a new, I think, movie. This is for its 10th anniversary, so a very, very cool thing for this series in particular. I haven't exactly seen this series at all. Medaka Kuriwa is Impervious to My Charms, I want to say, is the title. Getting a second season, also airing winter 2027, which, by the way, we do have to talk about winter 2027 here in a little bit, because that season's looking nuts, man. Now, I have not watched the first season of this, but yeah, it's getting a second season. There you go. Heir to a Monster Mancer is also receiving a TV anime adaptation, also showing off a key visual here as well. Not really sure what this one's all about, but it's receiving a TV anime adaptation. Also, studio is Project Number 9, which can be mixed, to be honest. And there you go. Tweet from Anime Corner. Perfect tweet, by the way. Project Number 9. Certain item of Dark Side. This is a series that is related to a certain magical index. I know that, at least. I have not watched Magical Index at all. However, it is airing this, at least, in October 9th to be exact. They showed off a new PV and its OP and ED, so very, very cool. Oh my god, damn punch. And that was day one of Anime Expo. As you can see, there were a lot of pictures, Crunchyroll, obviously. And Marriage Toxin, look at that, the full focus in the entrance of the convention center. I think it was funny because with Marriage Toxin, there was something that I saw on Twitter where there was like a poll of who would you match up with, and Kinosaki just absolutely derailed everybody. Another webtoon adaptation, as I mentioned earlier, Here You Are is receiving an anime adaptation. No release date on this one. However, this is getting an anime adaptation and it will stream on Crunchyroll when it does air, whenever that is. But yeah, no date as of right now for this one. Achiakuda panel was at Anime Expo, and unfortunately, there was no release of the trailer, like the first look that apparently Anime TV says they're getting an exclusive first look of season 2. There's nothing online, so we can't exactly know what was shown off. However, it happened. There was an exclusive first look. There was no date unfortunately. But I'm looking forward to when this does air, because I want to say it aired last year around this time. And I hope we get to see season 2 sooner rather than later. And I hope that whatever they showed off here at Anime Expo gets released soon officially, because I want to see it. Oh my gosh, is that Steel Ball Run finally getting a release date? Oh my goodness. Second and third stage is releasing finally on September 25th. So all the JoJo fans out there, please be happy, because man, it's just that y'all gotta start preparing for this, but it's still a couple months away. At least we know now in terms of a date, because I made a video previously about this situation, about how stupid it was from Netflix. Still is stupid, but there is finally a release date for JoJo, and September 25th, 11 episodes total, weekly release. Have at it, JoJo fans. And obviously, make sure you guys check out the trailer online. Fate Rewinder is receiving a TV anime adaptation, airs next April 2027 on Crunchyroll. Have not seen much about the series, so this is very, very new, but it looks interesting. The key visual in of itself is very, very cool. Like, look at this. That's very nice art there. I think it looks unique in a sense, so this looks interesting. May have to go watch this when it does air next April. I think this was the one thing that a lot of people were very much hoping for to see at Anime Expo, but the guy she was interested in wasn't a guy at all. Is receiving a TV anime adaptation, and it will air next January 2027, streaming on Crunchyroll. Studios Cloverworks officially, the goated studio Cloverworks, and the director did direct Orimiya a couple years ago. So Green Yuri fans, have at it. Y'all won with this studio and staff, and somehow, some way, they got Nirvana as the OP. That is dope, man. That is so cool. And I thought it was so funny about how Dave Grohl literally said Kurt Cobain would have loved it, and he's just holding a manga right there. That is so cool. Oh my goodness. To all the fans out there, have not seen this series at all. However, my sister absolutely loves this series, absolutely loves it. So obviously I will have to check it out. And apparently Radiohead is also mentioned in. I'm telling you, man, I'm watching this when it airs in January. I'm telling you. Solo Leveling is receiving a sequel movie at some point. We have no idea when it's releasing, but it's getting a sequel movie. Hell yeah. Look, I have my thoughts about Solo Leveling, but I'm just gonna keep it at that. I will watch this movie probably when it starts streaming, but no release date. Just letting you guys know that right now. No release date, but look at Jinwoo here. He's aura farming. Rise. Honestly, I do have a question for everybody who does like Solo Leveling. What makes this series just so appealing to you? No hate, I just want to know. Literally, I just want to know. The Rising of the Shield Hero 2027 for season 5. This series is still going? Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, but like after season 1, it just downhill easily. Downhill big time. And it wasn't even the fact that it was just, you know, the animation was bad or whatnot. The writing was just straight up terrible, man. I dropped it. I don't even think, did I finish season 2? I don't remember it, but I either dropped season 2 or finished season 2. And then after that, I was just completely out. And it's unfortunate because season 1 was good. This is still going? Like, I don't want to hate, but I guess it's still going. I mean, and I do hope that even after I have not watched season 3 or 4, I hope those were better than 2. As long as those were better than 2, I'm chilling. Overgeared is going to be streaming on Crunchyroll. This is another anime adaptation airing October 2026. Not really sure too much about this at all. Yeah, I mean, it looks cool. He's level 1 now. Oh no. Dengeki Daisy is receiving an anime adaptation streaming on Crunchyroll in 2027. Interesting. Not really sure what's going on here, but no matter what happens, I will protect you. Oh, brother. Uh-oh. I hope that's in a good sense, but this guy is clearly uh-oh. The Vermilion Mask is also airing in October on Crunchyroll. This was basically around the time, by the way, that Crunchyroll had their panel. But yeah, Vermilion Mask airing in October of this year on Crunchyroll. It looks cool, though. But we'll get to that when I do my fall 2026 one. Ghost of Tsushima Legends received its first look here in terms of key art. It looks very, very cool, but there wasn't really much that was announced for this series other than just these first couple of key arts here. But I gotta get a move on the game first before I think I dive into this anime whenever it does come out. This is the better soccer anime. I don't want to hear it. Awashi season 2 airing October 2026 on Crunchyroll. Boom. There you have it. Personally, for me, it wasn't a PowerPoint like Blue Lock season 2. Like, while Blue Lock is the more popular one, this one is just overall better and just my preference when it comes down to both of those anime. Definitely watch Awashi when it does come out season 2. If you haven't watched season 1 already, I'm telling you right now, you will enjoy that more than Blue Lock. I'm telling you right now. Might be a hot take, but this one's just better. Also, obviously, amazing timing because of the World Cup. There was really no Blue Lock stuff during Anime Expo. That's kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie. Japan losing in the World Cup did not help its case, by the way. You probably might have to start Blue Lock project over there. Gacha Girls Corp is receiving a anime adaptation streaming January 2027 on Crunchyroll. It looks interesting, but what is this guy doing? I'm nervous, but it's a gacha girl anime kinda. Uh-oh. Magical Buffs, the support caster is stronger than he realized, also airing January 2027. Again, January 2027, looking absolutely nuts right now. Demon Slayer, the first movie of Infinity Castle, is streaming on Crunchyroll July 28th. Almost over a year at this point, if not over a year. Yeah, it doesn't sound like we're gonna get the second movie anytime soon, probably next year at this point, but I may have to rewatch this just to, you know, see if I like this movie more. I still think the movie is great, but maybe I just need to rewatch it just to remind myself. Some Cyberpunk Edgerunners 2 stuff, because there was a panel at the arena, by the way. 10:15 Saturday Night by The Cure is the OP for Cyberpunk Edgerunners 2. Watson is the artist behind the Edie. Not sure what the song title is, but yeah, a lot of people were there. Like, this is where season 2 episode 1 was premiered at, in this arena. That's amazing. But obviously, you know, it sounds like if you've seen like a bunch of potential previews online and whatnot, it seems as though that a lot of people really enjoyed the premiere of Cyberpunk Edgerunners 2. I'm personally kind of like, I don't really want to read previews because I don't want to personally spoil myself in regards to that, but I did hear that it was at least good, but that's all I know. Kagurabachi had a panel which I believe screened the first episode of the series. Remind you, the first episode of the series does not air until next April 2027. However, this line from Annie Trends, insane to look at. Apparently, a lot of people really liked it. This is kind of what I was talking about in terms of preview, but there was a lot of people that very much liked it. I'm not going to go through all of this. Yeah, Kagurabachi premiered at Anime Expo and looked good. And a lot of people, by the way, really have to start giving a lot of praise to Psy Games Pictures, aka Psypic, because they're also doing The World is Dancing, and that looks amazing. And if they put as much love and time with Kagurabachi, I'm sure that the fans are going to be very much pleased with how this anime adaptation may go. I have not read the manga at all, so I have no say in terms of this series, but I mean, look at this line. This is nuts. Even the Student Council has Holes airing October 2026. I have not heard of this series at all, but there you go. Villain in Another World with level 2 super cheap powers is also receiving a second season. There wasn't exactly much information else, but this is getting a second season. Loner Life in Another World is also receiving a second season. Very, very cool. Second season production confirmations here, so that's cool to see. Witch Hat Atelier is getting its second season. That was already announced from before. However, they showed off a new PV. We just don't know when this is airing, unfortunately, but yeah, I'm not going to play too much further just in case of spoilers, but that's it. Yeah, we don't know when this is airing, which kind of blows, but I hope it's soon because Witch Hat Atelier is amazing. Detective is Already Dead, Season 2 PV airing October 2026. I did drop this series, so I don't really care for it. But yeah, this is at least airing, I guess. One of the biggest pieces of news that is kind of game related, but I will mention it, is that Studio MAPPA is going to be doing all of the anime cutscenes inside of Persona 4 Revival. That was something I was not expecting at all. I did post my reaction to it, kind of, sort of, on my YouTube channel, but what in the world? Studio MAPPA? Oh my goodness. But yeah, that means, honestly, the quality is going to be insane. Magic Knight Ray Earth is going to be airing October 7th. Yeah, I can already see the Clamp character design. because of Code Geass. But yeah, so this is airing October 7th, and there was a new PV. Now, I'm not quite sure how to say this one, but Murcielago is receiving a TV anime adaptation. It's going to be streaming on High Dive. The studio low-key kind of blows because, if I remember correctly, it's Satellite and Staple Entertainment, which isn't, yeah, there you go. It's not exactly the best studios, but like, I'm very interested in terms of like who these characters are. But oh my god, what was that? Okay. Yeah, airing 2027. Hope it's as entertaining as possible. What is going on with her? Jurassic Shadows. Now, I'm not sure if this was like announced at all from beforehand. However, new PV for this, it looks pretty freaking cool. Like, look at that. Oh my god, a big ass dino. We don't exactly know when this is airing at all. However, the director is the director of the Apothecary Diaries, which is interesting because it's almost as if it's like a backflip in terms of like between both series. Delicious in Dungeon season 2 is airing October 2027 on Netflix, and October 2027 is going to be a huge season because I don't know if you guys know this, but Delicious in Dungeon is airing October 2027, but airing alongside with that is Frieren season 3. And the coolest part about it is that these two series have actually already aired alongside each other back winter 2024. Super excited for Delicious in Dungeon. It became one of my favorites of all time very, very quickly. However, we have to wait over a year. My god, that sucks. Well, all I know is Studio Trigger, as long as the quality is good, I'm okay waiting for it. Same with Frieren, Madhouse. They're going to do a great job. Devil's Crest is airing November 6th, 2026, coming to Prime Video. This key visual is interesting. This is a game and it is real. Not really sure what this series is all about. I'm not gonna look into it too much until when we do the fall 2026 anime what I'm watching video. But Bleach, there was a final PV trailer announced from Viz Media here, and this does air in a couple of weeks from now, July 25th. This is the final part of 1,000-Year Blood War, so all the Bleach fans, once again, I will watch Bleach at some point soon. However, I hope you guys enjoy the final part of 1,000-Year Blood War when it does air. Ghost in the Shell is airing as of right now today, when this video does get uploaded. I did mention in my summer 2026 what I'm watching video. I'm not going to be checking this one out only because I'd rather see the first movie and all the other series with it. Saru looks like they're cooking again, so enjoy, guys. Fist of the North Star season 2 is airing 2027. I did hear a couple like things about how like the animation kind of blows for this series, but yeah, season 2 for Fist of the North Star 2027. Studio Trigger has announced a 4th project from the tag team, as they say, the strongest tag team is on the move again, from director Hiroyuki Imaishi and Kazuki Nakashima. 4th project will be in the works at Studio Trigger. Remember, they did Gurren Lagann, Kill la Kill, and Promare. I hope I say that right. But 4th project, I'm gonna have to check this out when it ever does come out. But that's cool. This is just the English version of the new Evangelion series from Yoko Taro. This was probably announced like a couple months ago or something like that, but they're basically just reiterating the fact that it's going to be by this guy and it's going to be by studios Kara and Cloverworks. I have no idea when this is airing, but it's gonna air at some point. Black Clover finally gets a new trailer for its 2nd season, and it looks pretty damn good. Have not started Black Clover yet. However, again, just as I mentioned so many times in this video already, I will probably check this out at some point soon. But 2nd season airs October 2026, so please look forward to it. Now, I'm not sure how you spin this one, but like Grotesque, that's literally the title of this movie, but Studio Cloverworks is working on this movie, and it's going to release November 6th in Japan theaters. No idea what to think about this one, but Grotesque. Key visual looks cool though. Like, look at that. There's a lot going on with it, to be honest with you. Love It Test season 2 airs July 8th, so in a couple of days from now, airing on Crunchyroll. Rebel Robotica announced here. I don't believe there was any sort of release. Oh, 2027, there you go. And The visual looks nice. Suikoden, the anime, is airing October 2026. This look cool, and honestly, this kind of went under the radar when it comes down to any sort of like announcement at Anime Expo 2026. New Mononoke project has been confirmed here on Twitter. Seems as though that the PV here is also on YouTube as well. So go ahead and check this one out if you're a Mononoke fan. I don't know why I put this on here, but I'm just gonna put it on here anyway. But School Days visual novel is getting an English dub. Oh brother. Oh brother. Not them putting this as the what in the world, bro? I think when it comes down to School Days in particular, like if you watch that series, I just oh god. Oh my god. Your Name is returning to theaters. You guys believe it's been 10 years since it released? My god. 10 years of Your Name. It will return to theaters August 14th in 4K. Damn. Might low-key be an excuse to watch this thing again, man. Oh my goodness. 10th anniversary of Your Name. One of the most influential anime movies I've ever seen, but also just, I guess, one of the best too. And obviously just one of the most popular. It's insane to think about 10 years. And I remember watching it for the first time. Couldn't believe my eyes. It absolutely blows Weathering with You out of the water, by the way. Your Name is it's just so much more superior compared to that movie. And that is Anime Expo 2026. It will return next July for 2027. And my goodness, I may have to go check it out next year. Maybe, I don't know yet. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. That is all the news. Oh my goodness, this video might be a bit longer than I thought. This is all of Anime Expo 2026 announcements. So if I missed anything, I really hope I didn't miss anything. But if I missed something, let me know down in the comments. And hope you guys check out my other videos as well. So check out my What I'm Watching for summer 2026. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, y'all.